Hello, everyone. Have you ever felt a little stuck? You want to ask something in English, but the words feel like they're hiding.
It's a very common feeling, but what if asking questions could feel easy and even fun?
Welcome to English Learning Lounge.
A calm place to practice English without pressure.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah. Before we start, let's just take a small, gentle breath together. You're learning and you're doing fine.
Today, we are talking all about questions, how to build them, how to use them, and how to feel more confident when you ask them.
Exactly. Questions are like keys. They unlock conversations and help us connect with people.
Unlock conversations. I like that.
So let's start with the most famous question words. We call them WH questions because, well, most of them start with the letters WH.
Like little detectives looking for clues. What are they, Sarah?
They are what, where, when, who, why, and a special one that joins the group, how.
Right. How is the honorary WH word. It's part of the club.
Let's think of a simple situation. Imagine you see a friend reading a new book. You could ask, what is that book about?
Or if they just came back from a holiday, you could ask, where did you go?
Perfect. And you could continue with, when did you get back?
And who did you go with?
Maybe you're curious, so you ask, why did you choose that city?
And finally, our special word, how was the trip?
See, each word asks for a different kind of information. What for things, where for places, when for time, who for people, why for reasons, and how for the way something is.
Okay, so those WH questions are for getting big details. But what if you just need a simple yes or no?
That is a great point, Mike. For those, we start our questions differently. We use helper words like do, does, is, are, can, or will.
Ah, so instead of saying, you like pizza, which is a common mistake.
Exactly, and people will understand you, which is okay, but to make it more grammatically correct, we put do at the start. Do you like pizza?
And the answer is simple. Yes, I do, or no, I don't. Easy.
Let's try another. To ask about a friend, he or she, you would use does. For example, does she live nearby?
And for a group of people, they?
For a group, you'd use are. Are they coming to the party? And to ask about ability, you can use can. Can you play the guitar?
So that little word at the start is the magic key for a yes or no answer.
It is. Now let's connect this to time. The past, the present, and the future. The question changes just a little bit.
This is where it can feel a little confusing for learners.
It can, but we can make it simple. Let's use the verb work. For the present, right now, we ask, do you work on Saturdays?
Okay, so do for now.
For the past, like yesterday or last week, we change do to did. Did you work yesterday?
Got it. Did for the past.
And for the future, like tomorrow or next year, we use will. Will you work tomorrow?
So it's do, did, will. Present, past, future. That's a very clear way to remember it.
It is. And notice the main verb work doesn't change. Did you work? Not did you worked. Only that first little helper word changes.
That's a great tip. Okay, Sarah, let's talk about that common mistake we mentioned, when people make a statement but just raise their voice at the end to make it a question.
Ah, yes. For example, he is the manager?
Exactly. Now, the most important thing is communication. People will understand you, and that's fantastic.
Yes, always. Don't let grammar stop you from speaking. But if you want to make it sound more natural, there's a small change we can make.
We just flipped the first two words, right?
That's the key. So instead of he is the manager, we say, is he the manager? We swap the subject and the verb.
That's a really useful trick for sounding natural. And speaking of sounding natural, what about when we want to be extra polite? Sometimes a direct question can feel a bit strong.
That's a fantastic topic, Mike. This is where we can use something called indirect questions. They're a softer, gentler way to ask for information.
Let's do a little role play. I'm at a cafe and I'm a new customer. You are the friendly barista.
Okay, I'm ready. Hello there, welcome. What can I get for you today?
Hello. Can I have a large coffee, please? And I have a question. Do you have Wi-Fi here?
Yes, of course we do.
Great. One more thing. Is this seat free?
Yes, it is. Enjoy your coffee.
See? Simple. I used do you have and is this seat.
It sounded perfect and very natural. Now let's give our listeners a chance to practice in their minds.
It's the listener practice moment.
Okay, everyone, listen to my sentence. The train arrives at 10 o'clock. How would you ask a question to confirm this? You can pause the video and think about it for a second.
The correct question would be, does the train arrive at 10 o'clock?
Perfect. Let's do one more. The statement is, she can play the guitar. How do you ask the question?
That's one of the easier ones. You just flip it. Can she play the guitar?
Wonderful. You are all doing so well. Just thinking about it is great practice.
Wow, that time went by quickly. I think we should do a very short recap.
Good idea. So today we learned about WH questions for getting information, what, where, when.
And we learned about yes-no questions that start with helper words like do, is, or can.
We also saw how to change the question for past, present, and future using did, do, and will.
And we remembered that little trick to flip the words, so we say are you instead of you are.
The most important thing is to be curious and to practice. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every question you ask is a step forward.
So true. People are usually very happy to help you. Before we go, let's say our special phrase one more time. You're learning, and you're doing fine.
Thank you for joining us in the English Learning Lounge today.
Please remember our motto, Calm English
Is confident English.
If you enjoyed our calm little lesson today, please like this video and subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss the next one. Until then, keep learning and keep asking questions.
Bye for now, everyone.